Hey guys, and welcome to episode 4 of my comic book review show. The first comic I'm going to be reviewing today, Animal Man, and this is issue 3. This series has been getting a lot of attention. In fact, this is considered one of the best series within the New 52. Basically, Animal Man has the power he's able to tap into this thing called the Red, which allows him to gain the abilities of animals. This series is about him kind of retiring, being a superhero, and now he's an actor. And everything's going pretty swimmingly, but all of a sudden they realize that his daughter has similar powers to him, except she can tap directly into the Red, whereas he can't do so as much. And she's starting to raise animals from the dead. Somehow his daughter seems to know that there's trouble going on in the Red, and that her and Buddy need to go directly into the Red to solve this issue that's going on. While Buddy and his daughter go into the Red, his wife and son are left to kind of fend for themselves. These creatures from the Red have the ability to take over human bodies and kind of morph them into these disgusting things. And so that's a major threat. And also, these creatures are in the Red with Buddy and his daughter, and they're trying to fight them because it's kind of throwing everything off balance. Generally, I do like the story. It's a little different from the Animal Man I'm used to. Don't eat while you're reading this, it's a little gross. I do like this. They're really consistent with the characterization of Animal Man, which I do like. His family dynamic is incredibly believable and relatable, and you want everybody to be okay. You want this whole situation to be solved. And this issue in particular, the last page is really interesting, and I can't wait to read the next issue because it's quite a cliffhanger and it's really intense. Things are starting to really pick up in the series. If you haven't checked it out already, please do. It's really awesome. The next one I'm going to be reviewing is the Invincible Iron Man, issue 510. What happens in this issue is not much. It's kind of a lot of setup. This is all happening after Fear itself, and it kind of goes into Tony obviously got back into drinking during Fear itself, and he's at an AA meeting with this guy, Split Lip. This is happening in the foreground, while in the background you see these three villains, Stain, Hammer, and Mandarin, kind of plotting to bring Tony Stark down. And, I mean, that's basically all that happens in this issue. And, at the end of the issue, you see that Iron Man has quite a publicity scandal because he's on the front page of a magazine showing that he's drunk, and he also gets another subpoena. It's kind of hard to, properly review this issue, because it is, unfortunately, my first Iron Man comic, and as I've read from a lot of reviews, this is actually a really bad starting point for someone who's unfamiliar with the character. A lot of what's in this issue is based off of things that happened in Fear itself and things that have happened in previous story arcs. So this is definitely, if you want to get into Iron Man, this is not the place to start. I wouldn't recommend this because if you haven't read Fear itself or previous Iron Man comics, you're not going to really understand what's going on. I was only able to piece it together through several reviews I read. So, and it's fine, you know, I recommend it in general. Like, if you're Iron Man fan, go for it, and if you're familiar with it, go for it. And the last one I'm going to be reviewing for today is Sandman, Volume 1, Preludes and Nocturnes. Sandman is this being that is part of these group of beings called the Endless, and each of them kind of represent different things, and he's obviously the Sandman. He controls the dreaming world, he controls dreams in general. There's this kind of cult group that wanted to capture death, and so they do this whole spell thing, this type of seance thing, and they manage to capture Sandman instead of death. And they're kind of disappointed. They still decide to keep him captive, and they actually keep him captive for a really, really long time. So eventually he does escape from his captors, and he goes back to his dream world, but a lot of things have fallen apart because he's been gone for so long. And so his main job in this volume is to find his 3 items that allow him to get his power back. He has to go through quite a few trials to get these 3 things, the third one being the most challenging. If you know anything about Neil Gaiman, he is a fantastic writer, and this is incredibly engaging. I love this so much. Like, I can't say enough about it. The art style isn't something I would generally like, but if you could see, I'll show you a little clip there. definitely works for the narrative. So much to like about this. I love the art. I think the writing's fantastic. There's it's a little disturbing, especially when you get to the story called 24 Hours. This graphic novel has so much to offer, and I would absolutely recommend this to anybody. Be sure to leave comments below with suggestions of stuff you want me to review in the future. And also, I'm on winter break now, so I'm going to have a lot more time to make videos. If there's something you guys want to see, please let me know. I'm thinking about making a video about my different cosplays, because a couple of you asked about it, and I might as well just show you them all in a video if you guys would like to see that. Let me know what you guys want to see, and I'll be sure to do that for you guys. So, sorry I've been absent. I really miss you guys, but I'll be around from now on. So, see you later.